Cielo, abot niwang kamakatatuapelo. Kamalawat na kamat! Yuvinurukit stavit. Habitalakot eh, himatalakot eh.
Yeah, this hurts maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, let's just put it down 2 seconds. And how about here?
A little bit.
A little bit, yes? All right. Yeah, it's very swollen up. What happened to your wrist?
I don't remember.
You don't remember what happened? Okay. And Mary, I can't help but notice your eye. What happened to your eye?
Someone punched me.
Okay, someone punched you there, yeah? Did you tell the police about that?
No.
No? Did you ever think about maybe telling the police and pressing charges against this person?
I'll do that.
Yeah? Okay, I think that would be a good idea, yeah. Very swollen here. Can you look at your eye? Okay.
Everybody can report a crime. First, the victim, as is. I call that a plaintiff at this point because a victim will be when the fine of guilt will be applied. Then it becomes a victim, but the plaintiff. So, of course, a witness that saw something can also make a complaint to the police officers saying that I saw Joe beat Hannah.
Hey, Mary. Could you explain to me what happened exactly, like from the beginning to the end, in details, as if you're telling me a story?
I was walking and I saw Sarah. And I told her to leave my husband alone.
You saw Sarah who?
Sarah Inupuk.
In a book. So you were walking where?
I was walking
Okay, but where in town do you remember about?
uptown.
Uptown, in the last street uptown?
Yep.
And so you were walking back home and you told her to leave your husband alone.
Yep.
And why did you tell her to leave your husband alone?
She was seeing my husband.
And how do you know she was seeing your husband?
I just know.
You just know? Did you see it on Facebook? Did you see a message by email or something? Or somebody told you?
Someone told me.
And then what happened when you said that?
She punched me and pushed me and pulled my hair,
Okay.
How many times did she punch you?
maybe twice,
And where did she punch you?
in my
In
face.
your face?
Is this where you got your eye?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you mind if after the statement I take a picture of your eye? Okay.
Yep.
And then what happened after she pushed you to the ground?
She yelled at me and to watch my back.
She yelled at you to watch your back?
Yep.
What do you think she meant by that?
I think she wanted to kill me
Why do you think she wants to kill you?
because she said it.
She said she wanted to kill you and watch your back?
And when you fell to the ground, did you get hurt somewhere else?
My wrist.
On your wrist?
Okay, so this too was caused by the accident?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, after you fell to the ground, what happened? Did she continue,
No, we stopped.
you stopped?
Are you scared of Sarah?
Yes.
Do you think she can put into action what she said?
I think so.
You think so? What makes you believe she can do it?
Because she said it.
When this happened, were you sober?
No.
No? You drank a little?
Yep.
How much did you have to drink?
Smirnoff.
You drank Smirnoff?
Yep.
Okay.
But we were 3.
On the same bottle?
Yep.
Do you know if Sarah was sober?
I think she was drunk more than me.
Why do you think she was drunk more than you?
Because she acted funny.
Like her movements were
Yep.
weird? Okay. Did you see if there was people outside watching when this happened?
I don't know.
You don't know? And why didn't you call the police when it happened?
The nurse want me to make a statement, so I did.
Okay, so you waited till you felt better to come here?
Yep.
Would it be okay for you, for the file, if we had access to your medical information regarding this event? Not like everything, but just what the nurse took down yesterday?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have to make you sign a medical release after. And is there anything else you would like me to write down in this statement? Something you think that should be important for me to know?
No, that's about it.
Okay, so if you want to take the time to read it over, and if you see anything missing, you can tell me. And afterwards, you can sign just here if you agree to what is written. Like what's written is exactly what you told me. All right. And do you mind if I take the pictures now?
Okay.
Just look straight at the camera here.
We'll be taking photographs. We'll be collecting evidence. We'll be taking statements. We'll be meeting with people around you.
Perfect. It's to authorize me to go see the nurse so that I could ask for the copy of your the medical report they filled out yesterday. All right? Thank you.
So anybody can make a complaint, and then it's me that press charge or not, me and my fellow partners.
When someone is arrested, as soon as the police starts speaking with someone, and especially if it's the suspect of the infraction, they have to warn him, tell him that first we're suspecting you of something. So they have the right to know that there is an investigation going on. They have the right to know for what. If they're looking for someone for a drinking and driving case, if they're looking for a theft, if they're looking for assault, the police has to inform the person.
When the police come to arrest the suspect, they first have to identify themselves and then ask for identification.
You have a piece of identity with you?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. You Sarah and a book.
Yes.
Sarah, we're here because we had a complaint for you regarding an event that took place with Mary yesterday.
Okay.
And she pressed charges against you because you uttered threats to kill her, and you also assaulted her. Okay?
Okay.
So right now we're here because we have to proceed to your arrest, but since you're in your house, we're going to give you options to follow us because there's no imminent danger, but we still have to proceed to your arrest.
Okay.
So your options are, the first one is you could follow us to the police station, we'll proceed to the arrest, and then you'll get to talk to your lawyer, you'll have to be detained, and tomorrow you're going to talk with a judge for a phone appearance. The second option is you stay here if you refuse to follow us, and then we're going to have to go ask for an entry warrant, and then we're going to be allowed to come back in the house and still arrest you. If you follow us, it's going to show the judge that you're cooperative, and we're going to write it down, everything you do.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm gonna follow.
You're going to follow?
Yes.
Okay, you can pick up your things that you need, and we'll go to the station. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
They also have to inform them that they have the right to remain silent, which means that they don't have to answer any question. The reason is that they don't have to provide information to the police. The police has to find the information for their inquiry on their own. They also have the right to know the risk. The police cannot just say you have the right to remain silent. They have to warn the person that what they're going to say is going to be used in court. The police also have to warn the suspect at this point that he has the right to consult a lawyer as soon as possible. If it's in the middle of the streets and there's no phone, of course it will come later.
Just wait here, Sarah.
So just listen to me 2 seconds. It's very important, okay? So right now you're under arrest for uttering threats and for assault causing bodily harm. You understand? Yes. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Everything you can say will be taken down to written and serve as proof in court. You understand? Okay. You also have the right to contact a lawyer, and without regards to your financial status, you can contact the legal aid or the service de garde du barreau du Québec. Okay. Do you have a lawyer?
Yes.
Yes. So we'll contact him at the police station as soon as we can. All right? Okay. Okay. Go
Just
through it.
follow me. Do you have anything dangerous on you or illegal that could hurt me or you? No? Okay. I'll just do a safety search on you, so just put your hands on the truck, okay?
Can you spread your feet a bit? Thank you.
Have a seat.
If there's no phone available, the police has to wait before they ask a question, because it's not fair at this point in time to ask the question without the person having given the right advice by a lawyer.
The suspect has to be able to call his lawyer in private.
Once you're at the police station,
Sarah, it's your lawyer.
you don't. It's not like in the movies where they say that you have one phone call. This is not the way it works. You have the right to call your lawyer as many times as you need.
I'm in jail, and Mary Acolyte started first. We fight. Yes. Okay. Bye.
Thank you.
Once you get to the police station, the police cannot keep you in forever. They cannot leave you in the station until they get tired of it. They have to control your detention from a judge. They have to make you appear in front of a judge within 24 hours.
Yes, I'm Constable Filio, badge number 837 from the Katvik Regional Police Force in Inukjuak, and the accused is Sarah Inukpuk, born 1983-09.
When you appear, the Crown Attorney will decide if the person stays detained or not.
Sarah Inupuk, 1983, September 13.
As for the phone appearance of somebody that was arrested and detained, at this point, there is a judge on the phone, and the Crown may object to the release or may agree to release the accused with conditions.
Just sign here.
At the stage of the release, the condition can be very wide. I mean, we can talk about just keeping the peace of being a good behavior. We can talk about not going to a place, not contacting one individual. We can also talk about not drinking alcohol. The condition depends also about what happened. If alcohol was involved, if violence was involved, if driving was involved.
The suspect can refuse the condition, remain detained, and appear in front of the court for bail hearing.
File 036151-130, Sarah Inukpuk.
My client is here. Sarah, please come to the front. We received new evidence. We will waive the reading of the charges and plead not guilty. I would like to set it for trial for next court.
Madam, make sure to be back on March 20th.
Sarah had a meeting with her lawyer to look at the evidence and discuss her version of the incident which occurred February 2, 2016.
Hello, my name is Melanie Tremblay. I'm the Crown Attorney. And this is Ida Sapumi.
Ida Narmelo Sapumi Yunato Sukuni Pinsuasu Pinal Dosmarni Amalo Pinal Takunata Vinoni Hey Rosmarni Takunu Tokataikun Katisi Hati Hasuru they made of Dormutuni Capen Octoman into on the Tutruni into Nivisi. Saputi jau tialang ni risi tamani utasu. We meet with clients that has gone through violence or assault, sexual assault, or with witnesses have seen an accident or seen someone being beaten up, or we meet with them because it's very intimidating to go through the court as a victim, and we support them that what the next step is going to be, and that they are safe.
And my role is to prosecute when I have evidence that a crime has been committed, and I have read your statement you made to the police, and I am convinced that it is a good idea to prosecute Sarah.
When you come to court, it has to be vivid recollection of the events. Meet with that person with the help of the victim helper, with the sapumiyet, and we'll talk about what happened. I want you to tell me what you remember from the event. That's the first thing I'll do.
So we asked you to come here today because we want to talk about what happened on February 2nd. Do you remember what happened?
I was walking home and saw Sarah and told her to leave my husband alone. She got all mad and hit me.
Then, if I'm satisfied with that, we wait and when it's our turn to go. If I'm not satisfied with the way we're saying things, if you come back on things that you already said, because I have your statement, I know what you said the day that you made your statement. If there's too many discrepancies, I will again ask you, are you sure? I'm going to ask her or him to read the statement he made at the time. And is it still good today?
And how long did your wrist hurt?
2 to 3 weeks.
So I'll meet with that person. I'll explain the justicial system, how it works. The CAVAC worker will have done that before. And we'll just explain how it's going to work, how it's going to go. You're going to go in front of the judge, going to talk to the judge, because we're asking the question, but we're asking it on behalf of the judge. That's the way we do things. So you're going to answer to the judge, and I'll ask you questions. The defense will ask you questions, and the judge will decide if there's any reliability in what you're telling the court.
Are you afraid of her now?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
When they need to meet with someone and they need to talk about their fear or how frightened they were, we are listening and we are there for them.
The role of the judge at trial is to hear the evidence and to decide at the end of it if the accused is guilty or not of the accusation. It is important to know that at the trial, the judge has absolutely no information about the infraction. So when the evidence starts, is completely open-minded.
My first witness is Mary Akuliak. Mary, come to the front, please.
My role at the trial is the same as every step. I have to bring evidence that a certain person committed a certain crime and that should be convicted of that crime. Okay? So that's the role from the beginning, and it's still my role at the trial stage.
Can you explain in detail what happened on February 2nd?
I will go step by step. The first thing I will ask is, do you see the person that committed the offense that day? Yes, it's Joe. Okay, that's settled with. What happened?
She pushed me and pulled my hair and pushed me on the ground, and I hurt myself.
And where did you hurt yourself?
My wrist.
Did anything else happen?
I will have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. Beyond a reasonable doubt means that there's no other ways that it could have happened, you know?
How was Sarah before you talked to her?
She was acting like drunk.
It's always, every crime has things to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Every step has to be proven without a reasonable doubt.
No further question, Your Honor. You said you went to see Sarah and she punched you. But what did you do to her?
When a witness comes to testify in court, if it's a witness from the Crown, the defense attorney will have the right to cross-examine that person. This is where the accused has to feed his lawyer with information about what happened. This is where it's really important that the lawyer knows everything about the case and that has the right information, because he can ask questions to the witness.
You said that she was drunk, but what about you? Had you had something to drink?
Well, I wasn't drunk like her.
And sometimes the witness will not be telling the truth or will not be remembering the right things. So as a lawyer, you want to point that out to the court.
So would it be possible that Sarah might have said something else?
Maybe, but I don't think so.
That's all from me, Your Honor.
I have more questions.
But beyond a reasonable doubt, I have to prove that without the consent of another person, applied force intentionally to the other person, directly or indirectly. So this is my role, to put evidence in front of the judge.
No further question, Your Honor. I would like to bring Sarah to the front. Sarah, can you go?
When the defense chooses to present evidence, it does not have to be the accused. It can be some friends that saw what happened. The accused is never obliged to testify because it is a rule in the law that you don't have to take a risk of incriminating yourself. You never have to talk, to be forced to talk to a court or to the police, and this rule still applies at the trial stage.
And she came closer and yelled more and pushed me.
And what did you do?
I pushed her back.
When we start a trial, the point is to basically reflect what our client told us. If he said that he's not guilty for some reason, because his version is different, because this is not what happened, or maybe because the police did something illegal, our point is to have our client acquitted.
And what happened after that?
I told her that she better watch out because she would have her husband much longer.
All right. No further question, Your Honor.
The witnesses from the defense will come and I will try to challenge their story depending what they're saying.
Mrs. Inukbuk, you were saying that she pushed you and then you hit her. Is that correct?
I try to see if there's any truth to what they're saying. It's the same thing for the accused or the plaintiff. It has to be the truth. You know, when you come in a courtroom, you say, you solemnly declare or swear upon the Bible that you will tell the truth, nothing but the truth. So it has to be for everybody. Everybody has to tell the truth.
Mrs. Inukpuk, while she was on the ground, didn't you warn her that you would beat her up again?
No, I never said that. That I just told her that watch out because her husband would leave her.
This could bring just to, no, it happened, but not that way. It's important that we know about it because I have no case to win. The truth has to be said and what happened has to be decided upon.
I will take a short recess and will come back after lunch with my verdict.
All rise. You may be seated.
So the role of the judge is to listen to the witnesses, to hear the evidence, and at the end of it, to decide if this person is guilty or not of the infraction. The judge needs to be convinced that the accused had committed the infraction. If he has a doubt about it, the accused will be acquitted.
I have listened to both testimonies. Mrs. Inukpuk, it is clear to me that you have used an unreasonable strength to stop Mary Akuliak. I understand that she pushed you first, but your punch was excessive, and pushing her to a point of spraining her wrist is exceeding what I consider reasonable. I therefore find you guilty of assault causing bodily harm. As for the threat, after hearing both testimonies, I am not convinced that beyond a reasonable doubt that there was a real threat done to Mrs. Akuliak. So, I'll acquit you of the threat to cause bodily harm.
Your Honor, my colleague and I are not presenting a common suggestion, but are quite close.
At the end of a trial, if an accused is found guilty or if he pleads guilty, the lawyer may come, the defense lawyer and the crown attorney may come in front of the judge with a common suggestion, meaning that they agree what a fit sentence is. Sometimes they don't agree on that. Then it is the role of the judge to decide. The crown attorney will express his concern about that.
I am suggesting a probation of 1 year with 100 hours of community work. I took in consideration that Mrs. Inukpuk has no prior conviction and that Mrs. Akuliak has no long-term impact from her injury.
Sometime he may ask for jail, and the defense lawyer will present his point of view.
Your Honor, my clients work at the daycare on a part-time basis and will be replacing a maternity leave in 1 month. With a criminal record, she risks losing her job. Therefore, I suggest a conditional discharge with 9-month probation and 100 hours of community work.
And at the end of that, the judge will then impose the sentence that it considers is appropriate.
I will sentence you to a conditional discharge with a probation of 9 months and 100 hours of community work. During these 9 months, you will have to keep the peace and be of good behavior. Make sure to sign your paper before you leave the courthouse.
Bisa hawtayo nga. Sir, Sir, nunalo utak pala sa kaswak na may karakter so. Ano yung ti? Ay. 1983 May 25 minutes na hit. House number 419 P Sulyo. PO Box 145. I meet clients after they receive their sentence in court. I explain their conditions and possible consequences linked to a breach. I refer them to community resources and informal caregivers who will help them resolve their conflicts. 100 hours ikorni akilaqtutornul tipinsoa halartin taqqini naani piiriqasoqlarit nuum peritonithiol torpapiriqsimara halartui piiriqsimangitorpata iqqatuimuutertitorlaq unnalartutin pihurti sihutsimanaartorti tukisivi
Tuksivong.
Telefosahatsi
8492.
I meet my clients every month or until they finish their community service and when their probation has completed. Pinnel tasowe ningomankun emailni angarnatunlunin. The difference between the probation officer and the community reintegration officer is that the probation officer monitors clients who are on conditional sentence order and supervised probation, whereas the community reintegration officer monitors clients who are on probation and received community service. Nani community work lang mapi ismatsiyo sa hatpin.
Okay, haramata lang.
Haramata ngilti. Pins unyewe uton putin. Angarokhanewa paksaharlutin. Imilotunera khonglalutin. Apaksoronte. Senera hakmauminga. Senera tuarno alangare. I love when my clients are respectful of when they have to meet me, when they're performing their community service, and especially when they complete them before the delay. And they are able to keep the job where they were performing their community service. Takitamalo, takuhatra halang tsuri, community work ni piring lamak niwin. Haitse hatra halang rutin, nui karang doawi, o no, ohaksamatse hatra halang rutin. It makes me proud to know that I made a difference in their lives, that I have encouraged them to find work and to keep their job. Apaksuitsahapik.
Okay.
Tukisiwi harakani.
Tukisivong.
Ikatiwi pemaro nga tukisiye. Amalo kintino muhanero akta tamano haro so am. Apaksuitsahang ito awi demo. Unalo quality lang araki. Nakomik. Good luck. Take care.
Life's too short, life is way too friggin' short. Innocent, and in a lock man. Innocent, I'm a lock man. Ingen er